So thanks, Professor Chang, for invitation, and it's both honor and privilege to participate in the sixth edition of the Mobile Korea. And it's always very exciting to talk about the 6G and the AI, which is gaining momentum like never before. So the telco ecosystem is undergoing a profound evolution. Architecture like Open RAN, cloud-native solutions, and standard APIs are the foundation of more agile, interoperable, and futuristic network for tomorrow. Let's break down the silos, reduce the complexity, and unlock the innovation. So I'm Sparsh Singhal representing the NGMN Alliance. Let's get started. So those who are not familiar with the NGMN stands for the Next Generation Mobile Networks. It's a mobile operator-led global alliance enriched by an inclusive diversity of almost 70 organizations spanning across the mobile network operators, OEM, technology providers, software companies, consulting firms, and academia. The strength of our alliance lies in its cross-industry leadership, shared purposes. Together we aim to shape the evolution of the network, guide and promote the innovation with the sustainable growth, which brings affordability, high quality service, and supporting the entire ecosystem. This slide shows a nice spectrum of all the membership which we have under the wide umbrella of the NGMN Alliance, which constitutes a collaborative effort for guiding the industry altogether. So NGMN has strategically anchored its mission around the three key pillars. The first one is mastering the route to disaggregation. This program talks about a lot of transformative open points, virtualization, and cloud-native solutions. This enables operators to navigate the transition from the legacy systems infrastructure through diverse operating models, empowering flexibility, interoperability, and vendor neutrality. Next one is the Green Future Networks. This is a comprehensive program which addresses the key critical aspects like energy efficiency, circular economy, and Scope 3 targets. And it's also act as a catalyst for a more sustainable and climate-conscious future. Last but not the least is the 6G, which is on the horizon, and NGMN is leading the way by providing the guidance to shape the future standard. We are focused about the transformative use cases, which ensures that the standards should coexist, fulfilling not only the operator's requirement, but ultimately generates the value for the entire ecosystem. So NGMN is dedicating a lot of focus and energy in delivering the industry-aligned guidance, enabling meaningful transformation and creating lasting value for operators as well as the end users. This slide shows a lot of effort which has been dedicated by NGMN Alliance in last 4 or 5 years, which includes releasing the 6G drivers in the vision, use case analysis, 6G requirements and design considerations, and most importantly, the 6G position statement, which was quite featured and very crisp statements shared by the MNOs in 2023. And earlier this year, we have also published the network architecture evolution, which says about the key design principles we'll be covering in the subsequent slide. This slide represents the contributions which has been made by the NGMN in delivering all the guidance and seizing every opportunity to share the industry, a unified global voice of all the industry stakeholders, fostering consensus across the industry. So the architecture evolution towards the 6G, that's the most recent publication which we had. So the underlying message is 6G and beyond must be evolutionary, so there would not be any disruption expected while we move across from 5G to 6G. There are certain key factors which influence the architecture evolution, which needs addressing the gaps and limitations of the 5G, which having the network complexities and energy efficiency aspects, embracing the new technological trends like AI, sensing, ISAC communication, immersive communication, and adaptation in the RAN innovation is also the key, where new technologies deployment scenarios may have the significant architecture implications. NGMN has also established key design principles which advocates innovation through modularity and openness, supporting on-demand feature deployment and disaggregated infrastructures, ensuring backward compatibility, existing connectivity services, integrating the quantum-safe infrastructure, upholding the security, privacy, and the resilience. This particular journey addresses the foundational challenges such as managing the architectural complexities, and the most important thing is to achieving the alignment across the industry stakeholders, and we should be having the same voice all together. And this strategic vision of the NGMN reflects the architecture of the future should be future-proof, value-driven, and the groundwork of the 6G, which is going on right now in the STOs, should be very much having the coverage of the entire ecosystem. So this slide says about the key messages, which is very much prominent through all the MNOs across the world. In the initial section, we have seen SKT and the KT who have broadly explained. So I am just only summarizing these certain key messages, which is first one is the harmonization of the standards in the 6G to drive the seamless evolution. So these standards should be covered over the features and capabilities of the 5G to create the value for the new services, supporting continuous innovation. User and operators should, addressing the evolving societal needs and fostering the sustainable ecosystem. Second is the transition should be evolutionary, as I mentioned before, and the industry leaders stress that this evolution should not force a complete hardware refresh. They know that the new spectrum needs a new radio equipment, which is justified, but majority of the network upgrade should be driven by the software upgrades to ensure a smooth transition from 5G to 6G. And 6G at the end should demonstrate a clear, tangible benefit with respect to a realistic techno-commercial framework, which comprises of the network architecture, simplicity, openness, operational efficiency, and meeting an economic and social sustainable model across. Modularity, flexibility, and openness, these are the fundamentals enablers for the operational efficiency, network operations, and supporting the market-aligned services. The migration aim should be simple because we had our learnings in the 5G, and it should minimize the operational complexity, allowing the operators to have the rapid deployment pace, seamless user experience, and to carry the native voice support from the outset. So these are some of the aligned and the long-term business sustainability targets, which has been mentioned here in terms of the key messages. And in the last slide, I would be saying that so there are a lot of efforts which has been going across in consolidating and fostering the consensus across. So we are continuing our work. The current phase of the 6G work program is ongoing, where we are focusing on a lot of focus on the AI surge and its implication, not to find any Frankenstein solution for that. However, just to start with the basics, that what exactly is very much needed at this point of time, like the data traffic trends, which has been changing now with the advent of the AI, and how the user behavior pattern is changing, and what does it gives implication on the data traffic trends. Second one is the AI for network and network for AI. So we have heard a lot about in last day and this day as well. And thirdly is about the overall inclusivity of the architectural aspects, that how it needs to be upgraded with the embracement of the AI. So at the end, I would just say that if you think that this is the right time to contribute for the journey for the 6G, please join us. Thank you.